production showcases more than just our creative apparel students. It is a showcase of the community of different majors here at BYU-Idaho. Our university has an abundance of intelligent and talented students whose skills range from music to food, event services, marketing, communications, and even the planetarium. Before we begin, we'd like to thank your pal Cujo for our runway track. And of course, we would love to thank our wonderful apparel faculty for their teaching expertise. Without them, this production would never have even been possible. Sarah Lydiard, our Apparel Design Society president, will now offer the opening prayer. We are also so happy to be streaming this on Instagram so that people all over the world can see this showcase of our students' personal styles and artistic visions. We're looking forward to sharing our talents, projects, and hard work from this semester with all of you. Our theme for today's show is Luna Maria, inspired by the lunar Marias, the seas on the moon formed by lava flowing into the basins. It is a striking academic combination of the allure of moonlight and the beautiful mythology of the ocean that showcases the beauty in nature, much like the beauty in our students' designs. We've invited many VIP guests who support our apparel program for today's event. Some are in our university's administration here, and some are businesses that support many of our students with internship opportunities. We would like to recognize them now, and we'd ask if you would please stand as your name is read. Amy Renee, David Peck, Susan Burdick, Scott Pope, Julie Bailey, Tammy Hansen, Luinda Donio, and the FCS Extension Office. Big round of applause to all of these VIP guests. Thank you so much for your continued support of this program. As you came in today, you were served a variety of delicious items developed and prepared by the Quality Food Production and Services classes. These students learned the basics of food management operations, successful marketing strategies for catering services, and preparing food. Let's give them a hand and recognize their hard work and thank them again for their hard work and delicious food. We would especially like to thank the Fashion Show Committee, Itavi, Anais, Mariah, Jocelyn, and Abigail for organizing and planning our show tonight. They were instrumental in making this semester's show what it is. And finally, we'd like to acknowledge all of our apparel instructors who have worked so hard to prepare their students for the fashion show. Without them, this would not be possible. Would the apparel faculty members please stand to be recognized as their name is read? Julianne Blake, Rose Durfee, Joanne Peters, Teresa Blakely, Sharon Carpenter, and Melanie Johnson. Let's give a round of applause to the faculty for their dedication in helping our students prepare for this show. Without further ado, the first class we'd like to present is Children's Apparel Design. This class focuses on the specific techniques used in children's clothing, including the use of knit fabrics. The projects range from baby hats and booties to lined dresses and even children's jackets. Our first design is by Noreen, modeled by Grace. Our next design is by Maya Young, modeled by Ezra. Our next design is by Caitlin Stout, modeled by Elsie. Our next design is by Kaylee Krosman, modeled by Helena Cox. Our next design is by Nietzsche, modeled by Jane. The next design is by Tiffany Needens, modeled by Keziah Needens. The next design is by Elaine Lazard, modeled by Geneva. Next, we have a design by Cambry Matthews, modeled by Oakley Painter. And now we have another design by Tiffany Needens, modeled by Lachlan Needens. Our next design is by Caitlin Hess, modeled by Hadley. Our next design is by Sydney Savage, modeled by Lily. Our next design is by Brinley, modeled by Akira. And our last design for this category is designed by Emily Stockton, modeled by Lulu. Let's hear a round of applause for those models and designers. Each semester, our seniors have the opportunity to showcase their capstone projects that show us the skills they have learned and provide a glimpse into their future careers in fashion. Throughout the show, we'll introduce these students and allow them to present their capstone projects. They also have display tables in the back where you can admire their hard work after the show. And let me introduce you to our first apparel capstone project, Mariah Harris.
So for my capstone project, I created a line of children's upcycled outfits. And upcycling is a process where you take something old and you turn it into something new. And through that process, you give those items a second life. And my designs are modeled by Franklin, Charlotte, Danielle, and Cecil.
We are so thankful for our child models displaying our students' designs and showing that an appreciation for creativity starts at an early age. Let's give them another round of applause as they show off their designs one more time. It's said that when given good basics, you'll have endless options. And students are doing just that in Apparel Construction 1. This class equips students with the skills they need to sew clothing from a simple pattern with confidence. This is done through initially sewing a pillowcase and pajama pants, then progressing to a convertible collared shirt and skirt. These students have learned to do various seams, hems, and closures on a garment. To start us off, we have Haley Hansen, designed by Haley Hansen, modeled by Chase Hansen and Brittany Hansen. And our next design is designed by Stella Gefram, modeled by Samanja Gepon. And I would now like to introduce our second apparel capstone project, Amanda Pack.
Hi, I'm Amanda Pack. I'm an apparel entrepreneurship major. My capstone is called Cultural White Line, or Our Heritage. And it's called Our Heritage because I wanted to do something that was my earthly heritage, but also my spiritual heritage. So I made 4 different ordnance wares and 4 different heritages from my culture. So Danish, I made a Welsh-inspired baptism dress, a Austrian-inspired baby blessing romper, a English-inspired baby blessing dress, and a Danish-inspired temple dress. Thank you.
This semester, we are excited to showcase work from a lesser-known class in our apparel program. The home decor class teaches students the skills needed when sewing for interior decorating. At the end of the semester, students create a quilt, and one of our students turned their quilt into a magnificent garment to wear. This is designed and modeled by Alexis. Without a pattern, there would be nothing to sew. In the pattern making class, students learn how to draft and create their own patterns using their personal measurements. For their midterm, they created a half-scale version of their designs that were on display here in the McKay Library. And today, they're showcasing their final full-scale garment. Let's take a look. Our first design is by Kathleen Dybel and modeled by Kathleen Dybel as well. Our next design is designed and modeled by Nietzsche Tucker. Our next design is designed and modeled by Mackenzie Boyder. Our next design is designed and modeled by Trinity Tressiter. Our next design was designed by Sammy Monroe and modeled by Ava Betzing. Our next design was designed and modeled by Kylie Rex. Our next piece is designed and modeled by Emily J. Walton. And next we have something sparkly, designed and modeled by Abigail Gibbons. Our next design is designed and modeled by Astoria Reel. The next piece is designed and modeled by Mary Alice Briggs. Next, we have something designed and modeled by Madeline Blanchard. Our next dress is designed and modeled by Rebecca Brown. Our next dress is modeled and designed by Kaylee Crozman. Our next piece is designed by Tiffany Needens and modeled by Sierra Needens. Our final piece from the pattern making class is designed and modeled by Cambry Matthews. And I would now like to introduce our third apparel capstone project, Emily Pruitt.
Hi, I'm Emily Pruitt, and I spent over 100 hours hand embroidering this blessing dress, designing and patterning it.
The Romney Building on our beautiful campus is home to not only the planetarium, but also the geology department. This is a department that many of our students became connected to as they are kind enough to let us use their lab for computer-aided pattern design. In this class, students learn how to create a tech pack and use industry-related technology to create patterns. This all culminates into a final project called the Recreate Project. Students pair up, take a retail jacket, reproduce the pattern digitally, and then sew their own version of the jacket to see how close they can come to recreating it. Our first two designs are designed and modeled by Lauren Lurcher and Anais Campos. Our next jackets are designed by Mary Jackson and Allie Potter and modeled by Mary Jackson. Our final jackets are designed and modeled by Rachel Blaylock and Ella Weston. Let's have another round of applause for those awesome jackets. Our Apparel Construction 2 class sews a variety of complex patterns with various textiles, building on the skills of the beginning classes. They have learned to match plaids on a button-up shirt with a collar and collar stand, as well as a back yoke, these being a more advanced sewing project. They also have constructed tailored pants with a fly front zipper, have learned how to line a garment, and work with knit fabrics. We hope you enjoy these designs. Our first design is designed by Mackenzie Boyder and modeled by Vivian Tholen. Our next piece is designed and modeled by Cheyenne Turley. This next piece is designed and modeled by Truly Hall. Our next design is designed and modeled by Ava Marie Christensen. Our next design is designed and modeled by Sabrina Johnson. This beautiful blue dress is designed and modeled by Caitlin Craddock. Our next design is designed and modeled by Sam Larson. designed and modeled by Jennifer Lee. This next piece is designed and modeled by Josie Barnes. This next design is by Kaylani Morgan. This next design is designed and modeled by Kathleen Dybel. And our last design for this category is designed and modeled by Nietzsche Tucker. One more round of applause for those Apparel Construction 2 students. One of the inspirations behind the theme for this semester's fashion show is that today is the 55th anniversary of man's first steps on the moon. Like the moon landing, events in history have been known to inspire fashion time and time again. Fashion history students learn about the events, styles, and trends of different eras and how they still impact us to this day. Their final project is to create a half-scale outfit from an era of their choosing, even using techniques of that time period. Those outfits are on display on the tables in the back, but these students walking have also chosen to create a full-size version of their outfits as well. Our first design is designed and modeled by Lauren Hollander, a recreated look worn by Jane Birkin in the 60s. Our next look is designed by Rebecca Brown and modeled by Brittany Romerl. Our next design is designed and modeled by Kaylee Krosman. This next look is designed by Caitlin Stout and Elena Green, modeled by Elena Green, and this is a 1920s day dress. Our last design from the fashion history class is designed and modeled by Elena Blazard. This is an early 18th century English gown. Another big round of applause for the fashion history students, and don't forget to look at the half-scale designs in the back. And next, our 5th Apparel Capstone project, Ryan Becker.
Hello everyone, I am presenting my capstone project tonight, and for this project I did a line collection, and it is inspired by my mother, and I did this in honor and memory of her as she passed away a few years ago, and this is just a celebration of her life, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Knits and Swim is one of the 5 special topics classes offered to apparel design students. Through this course, students learn to further their skills in sewing with knit fabrics. Each student created a swimsuit that is displayed on a table in the back, and the students walking now are modeling other knit projects they created in the class. Our first design is designed and modeled by Madeline Jex. Our next piece is designed and modeled by Emily Stockton. And our last piece from the Knits and Swim class is designed and modeled by Sarah Lydiard. And now we have the Fitting and Alterations class. For this class, students first learn how to alter ready-to-wear clothing. For the final project, students develop a custom-fitted pattern based on their personal measurements. From there, they get to make a perfectly fitted garment for themselves. And here they are. Our first design is designed and modeled by Nicole Morales. Our next piece is designed and modeled by Alexis. And this next piece is designed and modeled by Ellie Greenlaw. This next piece is designed and modeled by Madeline Briggs. The next piece that's flying in is designed and modeled by Kira. This next dress is designed and modeled by Jesselyn Manwaring. The next piece is designed and modeled by Mary Jackson. Next, we have a design designed and modeled by Ella Weston. And this next dress is designed by Cheyenne Turley. Our last design for the Fitting and Alterations class is designed and modeled by Anais Campos. Let's hear another round of applause for those Fitting and Alterations students. And now for our 6th apparel capstone, Alexis Blake.
All right, for my capstone, I inspired 3 different looks: a shirt and skirt, this dress, and a pantsuit and pair of pants. and a purse, all inspired by previous semester's projects and my Asian heritage. And so my first look coming out will be modeled by ETV Stearns, and then the second one will be modeled by Rebecca Luce.
I think all that noise was for that beautiful bag. Much like the waves in the sea, fabric can be draped in a way that is reminiscent of water. Our last class in our show today is draping. This is the other class offered to our advanced students each spring semester. The students learn a 3D form of pattern making to craft artful designs and watch them come alive before their eyes on their dress forms they adjusted to match their exact measurements. And tonight we get to take a look at what they have created. Our first design is designed and modeled by Michaela Taylor. Our next dress is designed and modeled by Sarah Schmitz. This next dress is designed and modeled by Rachel Engel. This next design is designed by Rosemary Durfee and modeled by Jillian Galland. It has pockets, folks. This next dress is designed and modeled by Nina Tulieva. This next dress is designed and modeled by Emily Pruitt. This next stunning white dress is designed and modeled by Stacy. Next, we have a dress designed and modeled by Sarah Lydiard. And our last design for the draping class was designed and modeled by Nicole Morales. those draping students. All of those designs were so stunning. Before our final walk of the evening, don't forget to take a look at the project's features on the tables in the back and have fun taking photos with our decor. Lastly, we'd like to thank the audiovisual team, the sound crew, the photo and video services, and the event staff for all of their support. It takes a lot to produce an event like this, so we sincerely appreciate their support and expertise. Let's hear a round of applause for all those people. Furthermore, we'd love to sincerely thank our talented Apparel students and the faculty for their hard work and dedication to making this show a success. And finally, we'd like to thank all of you for coming and supporting us this evening. We thank you. And now we'll begin the final walkthrough of all of our models from today's show. Thank you once again for coming to our fashion show today. Share any photos and videos taken with us on Instagram at BYU-Apparel Design. Feel free to stick around and admire the display tables created by our apparel students and other departments, and talk with our faculty and student designers. Have a wonderful evening.